Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my journey in beauty. Today's video is my 2019 Pan as Old as Time Pan That Palette intro. This project was created by the Pantastic ladies, specifically Jessica Lee and Amanda D from the Pantastic ladies. This project does go from January 1st to December 31st of 2019. The premise of this project was to select one of your oldest palettes, any number of shadows, face palette, eyeshadow palette, etc., and work on panning it this year. If you guys missed it, I did do a series called Help Me Pick My Pan That Palette for 2019, which I will link above for you. But I did ultimately decide on the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Mine is practically virginal at this point. I will insert close-up pictures of the palette as it is right now. But I think this is going to be a good palette for me this year. So I want to clarify, some people will be attempting to pan or finish the entire palette. Given that this palette has 56 grams of product in it, I will not be attempting to use up all of this shadow this year. I don't even think that is humanly possible, even if I multitask it on my face or what have you. But I do want to make as much progress as possible on this palette. I really enjoyed my Pan That palette from last year, which was the Lorac Mega Pro 2, and I felt relatively successful with that one, but I am a person that insists on variety when it comes to eyeshadow. So that's part of why I picked this palette, was because this palette does have a lot of variety, but it also has a lot of base shades that I feel like will work really well in conjunction with other palettes that I want to play with. So, like I said, the goal is not to finish the palette, but to make as much progress as possible. So, in my updates in the future, you can look forward to a monthly lookbook featuring all of the looks that I created using my Pan That palette for the month, as well as monthly goals, whether that be on specific shades or the palette as a whole. This month, I will not be including a palette in my Shop My Stash for January, which you will see in a few days, because I really want to get a jump start on this project, get to know this palette a lot better, and just overall focus on this palette for the month of January. However, I will not be setting any shade goals this month. I really want to start building that color recall that I've talked about before in regards to my no-buy on this palette, meaning I know when I look at these shades in the pan what they actually look like swatched out or on the eye, so that I can be more creative and build looks without having to swatch the palette every single time. The shimmers are pretty true to color in the pan, but the mattes definitely aren't. A lot of them just look pretty dark and pretty much the same, but they actually are quite different in their own undertones, their hue, etc. So I won't be setting any shade goals this month, but in the future, I will definitely be setting goals each month in regards to shades or the palette overall. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and insert a little slideshow with an up-close picture of the palette itself, as well as the starting point on all of the shades in the palette, and then we'll come back.
OPN, hit you on BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open up, open, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola. up, open up.
So one of my makeup resolutions for 2019 was to take better pictures, to better organize my pictures on my phone, and also to be more organized with my project panning. So you can see from the pictures here that I am very much attempting to do that and will continue to do so over the year. So I hope you will enjoy that, the close-up pictures and seeing the progress of each shade. And that's it. This is my intro for my 2019 Pan That palette with the Pantastic ladies called Pan As Old As Time. I will have linked in the description box below the playlist where you can find all the videos from the other ladies participating in this project here on YouTube, as well as I'll be creating a playlist for my individual project so that if you're watching this in the future, you can catch up if you like. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful project panning makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon. Mwah!